Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on! Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
PSP Network has made their way to Westhope tonight for a top 5 Division B battle in way northern North Dakota. Welcome into the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show with timely services that won't slow you down and no appointment needed to stay in your car. Drive through oil change service. Take about 15 minutes at any of the Valvoline Instant Oil Change locations in Minot or Bismarck. Find out more what they do online at VIOC.com. Alongside Bryce Gutnick, I'm Owen Patterson on the call for this one tonight. They met up 3 times last year. It's the first meeting in 2024-25 for the Bishop Bryan Lions, the Westhope-Newburg Sioux. Everyone was a classic last season. Got to expect the same, Bryce, this year.
I remember being at the Lions Den for the first one, standing room only. We're lucky the fire marshal didn't come in there. You couldn't move in there last year. Now we make our way north. Westhope Sioux coming off that big state championship. You and I drove in, Owen. They got to update the sign there as you come into town, Owen. They got to get that 2024 title on there and get that updated. We're in for a doozy tonight. You and I are excited to be here. 2 really good teams out of District 6 going to battle here.
Well, it's a good thing, Bryce, they've got the banner hanging up in this gym. Yeah, the only state title on that sign as you come into town is that 1954 Class C state title for Westhope on their own. What a program build that Anthony Lee has done. I think just staying on that subject, why don't we talk about these coaches? Remember, Bishop Ryan had a winning record against Westhope-Newburg last year, but the Sioux won the game that really ended up mattering the most. That region championship carried the momentum the rest of the way. Just talking about their head coach and what he preaches.
Yeah, both coaches have done such a good job. You and I were talking on the drive up about Anthony Lee, the struggles in those first few seasons that he went through. Senior-led group here. You got Arch, you got Bailey. We know what Walker Broughton brings to the table. Team that can really score. I remember I was at the Castle when they only put 44 points on the board. Since then, it's been, I think the lowest total they've had is 70. They've really scored the basketball at a high rate. And then we got Bishop Ryan. Brody Bosch has done such a great job at his tenure there. He's got his, talk about another senior-led group. You got Jet Lundeen, you got Walls. I mean, such loaded talent on the Bishop Ryan side. These two coaches have a lot of respect for each other. We're going to add another chapter to this. You can call it a rival. I mean, the rivals, yeah, they're a rivalry. We're going to add another chapter tonight. It's going to be a good one.
It's the #1 offense in Division B against the #1 defense in Division B. We'll break down the matchup next when we return to the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show.
Great news! If you're looking for a new vehicle, Ryan Family Dealerships has the best selection we've had in years. You'll find fantastic offers from Nissan, Honda, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Cadillac, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hold on. Ryan sells Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram?
Yes, we do, and we'd love to sell one to you. Visit one of our 5 convenient locations in Minot and Williston. Get your next vehicle from a name you know and trust. Ryan Family Dealerships.
Jersey Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice. This is the rhythm of the slice. The slice. Oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Being in business for over 25 years, we've learned a lot about why local matters. Unlike those guys, we take pride in our work and back our tires with our Plus Plan guarantee to get the most out of your tire's lifespan.
Are the tires the same size on all the sides?
We strive to provide great value to our guests and lowest prices guaranteed.
That's not good.
Stop at a trusted tire and auto and get a set of tires from people you know and trust, and will even match those guys.
City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Well, let's set up this matchup between Bishop Ryan and Westhope-Newburg first by taking a look at where things stand in the District 6 standings at the moment. These standings brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. 5 teams receive those byes to the quarterfinal round. At least for now, these teams look pretty safe. Bishop Ryan currently undefeated in district play, while Westhope-Newburg a chance to even the leaderboard there with a win tonight against the Lions, 1 game back of Ryan. But we've said it since the season was weeks before it started. District 6 is a competition each and every night. There's probably 7, maybe you could include 8 teams in there that are really, really talented across the board compared to the rest of the state. But we're getting to the end of District 6 regular season. These games are getting more and more important.
Oh, absolutely. You start looking, you know, us broadcasters and the media stuff, we kind of start looking ahead too and say, hey, maybe these second round matchups, the potential for those, you know, you get a team like Velva or MLS that could play a Ryan or maybe an Redeemers, you know, all that seeding, it's going to get figured out. We still got a couple weeks until that takes place, but the potential matchups in this district, it's going to be so much fun. It's been a lot of fun during the season, but we know what tournament time brings to the table. We're going to be ready for it. We're going to bring it to you.
Again, those standings brought to you by Trusted Tire and Auto. The seeding is for the postseason, and you can find the boys District 6 basketball tournament on PSP Network Plus. You can find that at www.psp.network. All kinds of different rates, whether you just want to watch one game, one tournament, or maybe you're like myself and you want to watch every single broadcast PSP Network Plus has to offer this year. Well, that's available this time around. Limited time only until the events begin next Thursday with the Girls District 6 tournament. You can purchase the Premier Pass, just a steal of a deal, $55 for 10 tournaments. Bryce, there's a lot of basketball to watch starting next week.
Yeah, we were talking where we're going to be and when we got to be there and stuff, and we're excited. And like you said, there's a lot of different options, and pick one, and we're going to have it for you. We're going to have the coverage. Yeah, we'll essentially be covering this area of high school basketball from the district tournament all the way through that state qualifier day come March ahead of the state tournament. Here's what the media thinks things are looking like across Division B at the moment. Rankings brought to you by Jerome's Collision Center. Bishop Ryan, they are one of 3 remaining undefeated teams. They're ranked number 2 at the moment. Much debate as 3 teams there, Wilton Wing, Bishop Ryan, and North Border, all receiving first place votes. What's Bishop Ryan's maybe argument to be number 1 at this point? I mean, the district you play in is the top argument. District 6, like we've said, the loaded talent. Teams 1 through 5 are so good. Don't forget about those teams 6, 7, 8, though, a lot of talent as well. 2 big wins over Ari Demers, who's sitting at 4. They've already beat them twice. They got a chance for another big-time win tonight here on the road in Westhope.
Yeah, Westhope-Newburg point out one of their losses this season is to number 1 Wilton Wing. That catapulted the Miners to that number 1 spot that they've held on to all season long. Again, those rankings brought to you by Jerome's Collision Center. Well, why don't we talk a little bit more about this matchup today by taking a look at our players to watch. It's brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. They offer 0% financing and free consultations, virtual or in office. Check them out at mynotbraces.com. Bryce, we're talking about a high-scoring Westhope-Newburg team, but the player in particular is the guy with the biggest defensive responsibility tonight, Hunter Tolstead.
Hunter Tolstead, every night he's a double-double threat. The junior 6'3" forward, big task in front of him tonight. He's very familiar with Mr. Ramsey Walls on the other side. I talked about it. We'll talk about it more in the keys. He's got to stay in foul trouble. He's going to have to play really big minutes tonight. Not so much scoring the basketball, but getting a body on Walls, eliminating second chance opportunities for Bishop Ryan.
Well, why don't we just talk about the guy that he'll likely be guarding today, Ramsey Walls, taking his talents across the street to Minot State University next year. But this year, his senior season, obviously some big goals the Lions have to accomplish. But Bryce, you look at the offensive numbers. He's averaging a double-double, but the number to me that pops off the page, 3 blocks per game.
Yeah, bringing the defensive intensity is Ramsey. I was just thinking to myself, I swear the kid gets bigger every time I see him, listed at 6'7", such a force on the block. His offensive game, getting that ball in position on the block, his feet work really stand out, finishes so well around the basket. Expect Ramsey Walls to have a big night for the Lions tonight.
We're just a few moments away from tip-off today from Westhope, North Dakota. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game. You're watching the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair. Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7, pressure, points, yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh? Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
First Western? Easy. They take care of their customers.
That's right, Carson. You may be number 11 on the field, but at First Western, you and our customers are never just a number.
First Western provides the best in customer service.
When our customers call with a question, we answer their call personally.
Now that's pro-level service.
Thanks, Carson. Professional, friendly, full-service banking is what you can count on at First Western.
First Western, you can bank on us.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, Jonas Nelson was originally supposed to come up this way, an hour north of Minot, and broadcast this game, and he was warned, and he passed along the warning to us when it got switched, postponed from yesterday to today. We got on the call for this one. He said, you better get there early. This place is going to fill up fast. Well, we got here plenty early, but he was right. It is a full cheering section across the way from us. Bishop Ryan has traveled well from the Magic City. Going to be a great atmosphere here in this place.
Yeah, this place is jam out. I don't know. Pretty soon we might not have any elbow room here at our table, but I'm okay with that. Like you said, two of the powerhouse teams in Class B ball this year ready to do battle in Westhope.
Let's take a look now at our Northern Plains Heating and Air keys to the game with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts and the factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains. Find them online at northern-plains.com. We'll start once again on the Westhope-Newburg side of things, and that's limit fouls. Talked about it a lot in the player to watch there, specifically Hunter Tolstead, but across the board, play aggressive, but keep it under control.
Yeah, you got to believe there's going to be early touches for Mr. Walls on that block. Going to be interesting if Westhope chooses. You got to believe they're going to bring some help Tolstead out, but Tolstead's got to play some heavy minutes tonight for Westhope to have a shot in this one.
Jonas and I were on the call for a Westhope-Newburg game earlier this week in Towner against the TGU Titans. A very interesting matchup for a lot of Division B teams, a lot of length, a lot of speed. However, Westhope-Newburg was a bit faster. They limited TGU to 0 points in the second quarter to take a halftime lead there, and it was really because of the press transitioning into the offense. Bishop Ryan, you score a bucket or you get a turnover, you have to hustle back.
Yeah, hustle back is correct, like you said. Their ability, such an elite scoring team, they can do it in so many ways. We know we can shoot the three, they can shoot the three ball, but get out in transition, you got to limit that. And then when you're getting your transition opportunities, finish them, get back on defense. Might be in store for a shootout tonight, my friend Owen.
We could be, because we have Westhope-Newburg on one hand, who's the only team in Division B basketball scoring 80 points per game. But against that, you have the #1 defense in Division B, allowing just 40.2. Something's got to give, and the old adage, defense travels. Can we see that from the Lions today?
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said that, now we're probably in store for like a defensive 45-51 ball game. But yeah, their defense is going to travel. I don't know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We had some schedule changes to be up here doing this game. I haven't got to do a Class B game in a while, and I'm pretty spoiled to get to do this one with you, my friend.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at that schedule. As you mentioned, some things have shuffled around, including our game today between Bishop Ryan and Westhope-Newburg. Part of 5 broadcasts across, well, nope, 4, because we canceled that St. Mary's Minot North broadcast tonight. 4 broadcasts still here to wrap up the regular season part of the basketball campaign. Minot High Dickinson, the rematch there on the boys' side. The Midgets, they were the first team to beat the Magi. You asked me the question on the way up here. I gave you an answer. Now I'm asking you, can Dickinson repeat, go 2-0 against Minot High this year?
Think about it. Think about the opportunity that they're presented in a couple statement wins like that. We know what the West region is. And to think two of those teams in there, you know, when we're looking at that top 6 are not going to be in the state tournament. It's just crazy. But Dickinson's got a shot tonight, but you got to believe Minot playing well at the moment, going on the road, trying to even things out in that series. I really like Minot High's chances, Owen.
We say it every time, but it's the Dean Winchesky homecoming there to the Queen City of Dickinson. Our crew will stay out there in Dickinson overnight as they bring you high school hockey Saturday evening from Dickinson, a rematch of the WDA Hockey Championship. That was quite the upset. The Midgets winning the West over Minot High last year. Can they do it again in the regular season? That's this week on the PSP Network. And then, of course, next week we start again district basketball on the girls' side. This district girls basketball tournament starts on Tuesday with the play-in games. We have no coverage of that 3 games. Westhope-Newburg will be a part of it, as will Bishop Ryan on that play-in day. But come quarterfinal Thursday, we go on the air at 2:30. Berthold, obviously, definitely the team that's in the headlines there. 10-0 against the district. 3 teams, though, at 8-2, including one of them that we both like, TGU, hot on their heels for a rematch of a district title from a year ago.
A lot of people on the air, if they've heard me talk, I've talked a lot about Berthold, a team I really liked at the beginning of the season. I picked them in the district. TGU playing really well. A lot of good. You get Bailey going offensively. She's such a threat. Marta Dam in the post. Going to be a fun District 6 tourney on the girls' side.
Yeah, catch that tournament Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, a week from now on PSP Network Plus. Find out how you can purchase that ability to watch at www.psp.network. Choose either between 1 day of live broadcasts, 1 full tournament, or before the tournaments do begin, the Premier Pass, $55 for all 10 tournaments this season. It's time for the national anthem here at Westhope, North Dakota. Turn over to the PA announcer.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Another reminder, this has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network. They know you're busy. That's why when you visit any of their service centers in Minot or Bismarck, they won't waste your time or their own. Valvoline Instant Oil Change technicians can typically perform a full-service oil change in about 15 minutes. Find out more of what they do online at VIOC.com. We talked about the crowd already, but you know, we're at Magic City Campus Gymnasium a lot, and Westhope High School plus Newburgh might be, what, 1/20th of the size of Minot High, but I think they have 6 times the student section here tonight than the Magi bring in.
Yeah, the students have shown, they've got theme night going over there. They were here early. A lot of these fans were here early. Like you said, you only got about 10 bleachers here, Owen. I don't know how wide they are, but they fill up fast. And everybody wants to see this ranked matchup here in District 6.
Well, as we meet the Bishop Bryan Lions here, of course, led by head coach Brody Bosch. The one interesting note in that starting lineup, they really only play 6 guys. Isaac Strandline is in the starting 5 tonight, the freshman in the place of Max Sheen. He's gotten a couple of starts, not all of them, but Strandline, he is one of the guys on the rise for the Lions.
Yeah, I saw him play earlier in the year, and he seemed like he was trying to find his role. He's searching for what he can bring to the table every night for the Lions. He's gotten much more comfortable. Now he's inserted into the starting lineup. A kid who scores north of 10 points per game, adds 5 rebounds per game. Really emerging for Bishop Bryan, Owen.
As for the Westhope-Newburg Sioux, it's pretty much an identical team from the team that won that state title a year ago, looking to repeat. Obviously, the goal, it doesn't get any lower after you win the state championship the following year when you bring back what they did. Obviously, the go-to guy who you see on your screen right there, Walker Broughton, 4 30-point games this season, including one, a 60-pointer, the first one in 40-plus years in the state of North Dakota against Turtle Mountain. And obviously, there are pieces around him that all play a very important part. We've talked about Tolstad. The one guy we haven't mentioned, though, in the pregame show, who always needs a mention, Braden Bailey, one of the most fun players to watch in North Dakota.
Braden Bailey, another guy really skilled at scoring the basketball, about 19 points per game, adds over 5 assists. How about that tremendous effort, that 60-point game, Owen? The thing that really stood out, 2 free throw attempts, I believe, in that game. So efficient. Like to see if Broughton can get downhill early, attack the rim. That seems to open things up for Westhope.
Westhope-Newburg in the home white uniforms, Bishop Bryan in the road purple. Sioux from right to left, Lions from left to right on your screen. It's Division B basketball on the PSP network, and we are underway from Westhope. Lions possess the opening tip. Hayden Say, you want to talk about fun guards to watch, he's one of them as well, along with Bailey. Sioux bring out a 2-3 zone to get things started. Near side 3, Jack Pesa gets us going with a 3-ball.
I saw Jack Pesa shoot a lot in warm-ups. Really confident kid, was all business. Knockdown 3 to start the game for Bishop Bryan.
Sioux looking for a response. Can they get it from Dayton Hawkins? Drive and kick to Bailey. Gives it up to Arts. Open look for 3. That's missed. Rebound tip from Strandline to Tolstad. Poked away by Pesa. Lions hold on to that 3-point advantage.
I like that. The extra pass, though, really good look from Arts. Just wasn't able to fall. Gotta love that ball movement from Westhope.
Each team has possessed the ball one time. It's a 3-0 Bishop Bryan lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Say hands off to Pesa. Thought about it again. Instead drives past Hawkins, uses the glass, but unable to get the basket to fall. Arts collects the rebound for the Sioux. Will Arts going to drive, guarded by Jet Lundeen. Somehow we didn't even mention him in the Valvoline. There's just so many key parts to these teams that we're going to talk about, really 1 through 8 for both of them. Broughton a miss, gets his own rebound, fouled from behind by Ramsey Walls. Watch it again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
I talked about it, getting downhill, getting the lane. Wasn't able to finish that one, but picks up a big early first foul on Ramsey Walls as he goes to the Serve Pro free throw line.
Honestly, in the first quarter, if you're Westhope-Newburg, you want to take a 2-pointer or a Ramsey Walls foul?
I'm going to take the foul and be confident that Mr. Brock can knock down the free throws like he did on the first one.
Yeah, he's pretty good at shooting free throws this season. 79% from the Serve Pro free throw line, 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Second free throw is good for Broughton. Bishop Bryan's lead down to 1 at 3-2. And here's the full court press. You let it get set up, and it is hard to break. Strandline threw it right into that student section, and that's just, it may not look like a whole lot, but one pass like that gets into your head. The next time you try and break it, even more difficult.
We talked about that full court press. Got to really come back to the basketball there. Good pressure by the Sioux, causing an early turnover.
They get the ball back. Bailey gets it to the near side, and Broughton, top of the key, guarded by Strandline, working his way into the lane. Shot's good, 4 in a row for Walker Broughton.
I said it, this is what gets the Sioux rolling. Broughton not settling from the outside, attacking the rim early, could open things up for Westhope.
Lions do get across the timeline, but a couple wild passes. Eventually, their offense is under control. Playing from behind for the first time tonight. Say gives it up to Lundeen, short corner guarded by Bailey. 13 on the shot clock. Lundeen jump stop out to Pesa, finds Strandling in the corner, and Bishop Ryan connects again from beyond the arc.
Another extra pass, this time Pesa to Strandling. Great early sign for Bishop Ryan here.
Broughton, he's in his home gym. That's a shot I bet he's taken 3,000 times.
You're talking about him going downhill, attacking the rim. How about he just pulls up from about 3 feet behind the line?
Ramsey Walls quickly on the other side. The press does allow teams to score fast, get into rhythm on offense, but again, one turnover and things can get derailed. Bailey off a screen and a handoff from Tolstead. Jumper in the lane, contact and a foul against Pesa. I think Bishop Ryan's fan base in front of us more disappointed because it was so late, but a pretty clear foul against Jack Pesa.
Yeah, I don't know if it was so much the body there, Owen. Looked like a clean block there. Brody Bosch might want a little explanation on this one. Said he got him on the forearm.
Brayden Bailey at the free throw line, trying to tie the game. Left to wait till the second shot to do that. 8-7 Bishop Ryan on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Find them online at bnc.bank. Bailey splits the pair there. 8-all. Rockland Beaudry checks in for Westhope-Newburg, as did Trayton Lessman. Getting some new legs out there on the court. Beaudry going after the steal there against Lundeen, calling for the foul in the backcourt.
I like that, Beaudry. Hey, come out on the court. Kind of, hey, kid that doesn't play a lot of varsity minutes, you know, trying to earn a few. How about that assignment? Go guard Jet Lundeen. Go get in the ball game. Not an easy task, Owen.
Not at all. Lundeen off the dribble against the help defense. Strandling keeps the ball moving to Jack Pesa. Pass deflected. Lundeen there to keep it alive for Ryan, but Broughton intercepts that pass. Broughton's going to put it up and in with one hand. Raises the roof here in Westhope.
9 of the first 10 belong to Walker Broughton. None more louder than that one. The throwdown from number 13.
He felt Pesa behind him. Pesa jumped with him, but Broughton just got higher.
I like that by Pesa, though. You can't pick up your second foul on that. Just kind of concede that. Let Walker have his highlight.
Lundeen long three off the front of the rim. Strandling's there. That's a miss. Ramsey Walls, the third opportunity is no good. And now a foul against, it looks like, Westhope-Newburg on the rebound. It goes against Trayton Lessman. Watch this dunk again on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
We talked about it. Get out in transition. A lot of early deflections in this game by the Sioux. You get the highlight reel. You got a candidate for the Magic City Home Leisure move of the game already.
He was still deciding two hands or one hand on that dunk. Back to the ball game here at Westhope. Lundeen, nice pump fake and pivot, and 2 points for the senior.
I like that some early paint touches for Lundeen on the block. Passes the ball so well this time. The little hesitation, little fake.
Walls blocks a three from Brayden Bailey, steps on the sideline, and turns the ball right back over. Got another Ryan Family Dealership replay for you. Halfway through the first quarter, 10-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Old school basketball here from Jet Lundeen.
Yeah, look at that little step through by Lundeen, tying the ball game up at 10.
Hawkins. It's a pass to Arts in the corner. A drive, drew the double team and one for Will Arts.
How about Arts being aggressive? I'm not even sure how he got that one up, Owen. Little alone in. Good sign there for Coach Lee. Arts being aggressive, contributing early here in the first quarter.
Will Arts, also part of that senior class, averages 6 points per game, but a lot of times those are key buckets for the Sioux.
And usually in these big games, Owen, it's kind of that wild card. It's kind of those guys you know, those secondary kind of role guys that come up with these big shots. We'll monitor that as the game goes along here tonight.
12-10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 3:25 to go first quarter. Lions 4 out, 1 in, trying to get the ball to Walls. Tolstad's really been denying that all game long. Bishop Ryan, though, hitting those perimeter shots early on.
Really good ball movement there. I like Westhope kind of switching it up, though. You've shown the full court. You've shown the man. You've shown the zone.
Ramsey Walls to the Serve Pro free throw line for 2 shots. Had 3 fouls against both sides already in the first quarter.
That's a tough assignment for Dayton Hawkins. They're trying to body up Mr. Walls.
We spoke about it before we went on the air, Bryce, but just discussing the defensive matchups for Westhope-Newburg. If you're going to help Dayton Hawkins, he was guarding 6'5" Carson Hammond in Towner on Tuesday night, so I bet he's okay a little bit guarding the opposite big.
Yeah, maybe take his chances with 6'7" Ramsey Walls tonight. Something we might see in the ball game.
Second free throw's missed, so the Lions remain down by 1. Hunter Tolstad, I tell you what, that's a stat they love talking about. He was 1 for 1. They call him 100% at the three-point line to start the season. He's now 2 for 2.
How about the big guy? No hesitation, gets a little friendly roll. Sioux out to a 4-point lead here.
15-11, Lions with the basketball. Loud crowd here in Westhope. Walls finds Pesa. Skips it. Near corner, Lundeen for 3. Not going to get it this time. Broughton the rebound. Nice box out there by Tolstad.
Really good box out. Bodying up Walls. I like that skip pass, though. Lundeen open in the corner.
Broughton right into a 3, and it's all fallen now for Westhope-Newburg. First International Bank and Trust timeout called by the Lions. On the Ryan Family Dealerships replay, gotta get out to shooters.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
First International Bank and Trust, a full-service, family-owned independent community bank built on the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Arizona. Find them online at FIBT.com. Your timeout sponsors on the PSP Network. Broughton threw down earlier. Walls, the second dunk of the first quarter.
All set up by Lundeen. Had that defender on his hip. Continue to drive the lane. Give it up to your big guy in a throwdown. Lead down to 5 here in first quarter action. Westhope up.
Broughton already 2 made threes already. Lundeen trying to track him down. Able to maybe deflect that shot. Offensive rebound, Arts. Broughton makes some space. We play on. 2 points for Broughton.
14 here in this first quarter. Broughton's been aggressive from the get-go. It's been inside, it's been outside. The total package is Walker Broughton.
Tell you what, we talk about last year's series between these teams, and Broughton in the first quarter really hadn't been there a whole lot for Westhope-Newburg, especially in that region championship. The only game last year that the Sioux won against the Lions, still though ended with 42 points.
Yeah, kind of quiet start. Anything but that tonight, Owen.
5 on the shot clock. Walls to Lundeen, long 3 off the back iron, rebound by Arts.
What a defensive sequence there by Westhope, getting them out in transition here. Good recovery defense, though, by Bishop Ryan.
Under a minute to play, first quarter, 2013. Westhope-Newburg in the lead. Arts down the lane, a missed floater. Rebound by Max Sheen. Brother of our PSP Network colleague, Caden Sheen, these days. Say gets it across half court. Stop and go past Hawkins and Lessman. Missed shot, though, Foul called against Walls there on the rebound. That's 2 in the first quarter.
Oh boy, great positioning by Tolstead. I'm going to write this down, Owen.
Right in the back.
35.6 seconds left in the first. 2 fouls on number 42.
You saw it clear and obvious right there on your Ryan Family Dealerships replay. For 50 years, Ryan has been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory online at driveryan.com. And Coach Bosch is saying, well, Tolstad's pushing my guy as well, but the recess rules, second guy gets caught.
Yeah, Ramsey got caught there. Gosh, that's such a huge turning point here. Sioux already up 7 here in the first quarter, but Bosch is electing to gamble here and keep Walls on the court.
Back cut to Broughton. 22-13 Sioux. Shot clock turned off. Final 5 seconds of the first quarter. Pesa, who started the game with a 3, he's got the most recent points. 3 quarters court heave is well short. 8 minutes gone by. Still 24 to go from Westhope. 22-16 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Property owners in Bismarck and Minot seek transformation. ServPro's construction program brings both vision and precision. From that very first hammer strike to the final touch of paint, our dedication remains unwavering. It's not just about remodeling, it's about legacy. In Minot and Bismarck, ServPro is your partner in transformation. We don't just build back, we elevate every space.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shots Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Shots Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Shots Crossroads.
Well, there's one guy responsible and leading the cheers between quarters here in Westhope, and it's him. We saw it, or we heard it, all tournament time last year, but now finally in their own building.
Be interesting to see Owen and maybe trying to attack Walls and get number 3 on him here.
Broughton shot fake, gets Strandling in the air, but missed the shot. Bishop Ryan basketball for the first time here in the second quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Lundeen trying to drive again. He's been doing that with a lot of success here in the first half.
6 points in the ball game from Jet Lundeen. We've seen it downhill. We've seen him on the block. We've seen him get his teammates involved. That time he takes it himself and finishes.
Hawkins to Tolstad. First time we get to see this matchup. Tolstad in the paint on offense has to get it back out. Strandling the steal. Chance to turn a bit of momentum here for Bishop Ryan. Lundeen going to do the same. Drive, trying to find Say. Arts touched the basketball while he was out of bounds.
Ooh, very fortunate there. Lundeen got caught in the air. Nowhere to go with the basketball, but they're going to retain possession here.
Inbound is Strandling. Finds Walls outside the three-point line. Say refuses the screen, gets right past Bailey, but a miss. Luckily, Jet Lundeen is there. Extended possession for the Lions. It's good, just outside the lane.
We've seen Say a couple times, Hayden Say that is, penetrating, just not able to finish on there. Lundeen cleans it up.
That was Walls there with the block as that shot reached its apex from Braden Bailey. No goaltend there. 22-20 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Today's game of the PSP Network also brought to you by Planet Pizza, serving the Magic City for over 25 years. Place an order tonight at Planet Pizza. Walls back to the basket, shots good, and we are tied at 22.
5 points for Ramsey Walls. I really like the call by Coach Bosch saying, hey, you're going to have to go play in foul trouble. I need you on the court. Good spurt by the second quarter here by Bishop Ryan.
Couple of misses here by the Sioux to start the second quarter, including that last one by Dayton Hawkins, and he's called for the foul, trying to get that offensive board.
It's a hustle foul, kind of live with that. Second on Hawkins. Lundeen's activity here to start the second quarter really sparking Bishop Ryan. to a 6-0 start in a tie ball game.
5:52 to go in the first half. Bishop Ryan on the road in a tie game with 5th-ranked Westhope-Newburg. Say puts up the shot. Off the rim a couple of times. Broughton the rebound. That's not what Coach Bosch wanted to see.
He looked a little indecisive. He's like, well, he kind of decided last minute to shoot the floater.
Still scoreless in the second quarter are the Sioux after the Broughton miss. Say pulls down the rebound, puts the offense into motion. Isaac Strandling all alone in the corner. The freshman can't hit the 3, but Lundeen, another offensive board. No look past Strandling. Tries again and hits. Timeout Sioux as the Lions 9 in a row to start this second quarter. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll have the Magic Towing halftime report. Remember their phone number, 701-509-4011. Magic Towing serving Western North Dakota. Take a look at the first half numbers. A lot of intriguing stats right there to report so far, as well as a look at some scores from around the state. Westhope-Newburg's looking for their first points of quarter number 2. Broughton out to Tolstead, swings it to Will Arts. Almost half the quarter gone by already. Tolstead in the lane, nice move around Walls and gets the bucket.
We talked about it, trying to attack Ramsey there. Good step through by Tolstead. The patience. Finally a bucket here in the second quarter for Westhope.
Hayden Say will try to slow down this Bishop Ryan offense. Lundeen is fouled by Lessman going after the steal. That's the second against Westhope-Newburg here in the quarter, and the second personally against Trayton Lessman. New shot clock as well for Bishop Ryan. Lundeen being followed around by Walker Broughton. Still, Lundeen's been able to find a lot of rebounds.
Yeah, this second quarter, he's really turned it up. He's been really good on the, big deep 3.
Tolstead rips the rebound away from Say. Sioux offense goes in motion. Bailey knocked away by Pesa.
Good hands there by Jack Pesa, the 5'10 junior. How about him and Strandling? Already 4 made threes combined in the ball game. Been huge offensively for Bishop Ryan.
Bailey gets the inbounds pass. Stops in the lane. Looking for options on the 3-point line. Finds Tiger Lee, the sophomore, into the game for Westhope-Newburg. Arts spins back to the left hand. Back out to Lee. Lee had it poked away by Say. What a nice move there. Lundeen up to Strandling, able to collect the basketball. Pass deflected. That's just the style of this game. Yeah. It's going to be wild at times.
Yeah, he didn't have control of that. I don't know if the crowd's looking for a travel there, but he didn't have possession, so Bishop Ryan's going to reset here.
Lundeen and Say arguing a little bit as to where this play is going to go. Handoff to Lundeen, out to Walls. Just 6 remain on the shot clock. Hayden Say to the top of the key, right down the middle. Nice pass out to Strandling, but a missed 3 at the buzzer.
Hey, good look here though. Hayden Say, we talked about the blow by speed. All the way down to 1 on the shot clock. Broughton finishes.
Coast to coast. Walker Broughton and Westhope-Newburg's back in the lead, 26-25.
Walker just told me, Bryce, you got to be a little quicker with what you're saying here. I'm in transition.
I'm playing basketball in Westhope. Keep it concise. Off of Broughton, saves it, but it's right to Jack Pesa. Scoops the pass to Ramsey Walls. Yet to take a 3 is the 6'7" forward for Bishop Ryan. Still Lundin and Say just not communicating very well.
Yeah, trying to get him cleared out to go a little two-man game with Ramsey.
Tolstad blocks the shot.
Really good help side defense.
Maybe the Sioux try and play a little slower here. Bailey. It's a high ball screen from Tolstad. Bailey keeps it, pass fake, shots up and good. He's been blocked by Walls a few times in the first half, not this time around.
His first bucket of the game, a nice move there, nice little hesitation.
First International Bank and Trust timeout on the court. Westhope-Newburg 28, Bishop Bryan 25.
I can't believe I wrecked my car. There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance. Are you even a therapist? Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western, North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
Oh, timeout called there by Brody Bosch. Good to see smiling a little bit in this high-pressure situation here in Westhope. Of all the things that you need to say in a timeout in a game like this, what do you think was the message there of that 60 seconds?
Just kind of communication. You said it. Like Hayden Say and Jet Lundin didn't really seem to be on the same page on what they're doing. As Broughton swats that one possession back to Westhope.
Lundin down the court tried to make a play of his own. Fouls Will Arts. That'll be the first against Lundin in the game. First on the Lions here in quarter number 2. Just a minute 44 left before that Magic Towing halftime report. 28-25 Westhope. Number 5 team hosting number 2 in the state. Broughton, volleyball line 3, miss.
Strandling's done a really good job kind of limiting Broughton in the lane here in the second quarter. Such a task.
Walls slips past Tolstad for 2.
Walls up to 7 points in the ball game. Another nice finish here. Lead down to 1 for Westhope.
The Lions crowd gets engaged once again. Lundin blocked Arts. Had a foot on the baseline though.
It's a good sell. Good try there by Jet Lundin, trying to be a little salesman, saying, hey, that didn't go off me.
I don't think he was trying to lie. He didn't know he was out of bounds. Arts, the long inbounds pass. Does get to Bailey. A bit of a Hail Mary there with Pesa trying to defend it. Braden Bailey. That little hesitation move again, but just can't get the shot to fall.
I like that. You've seen it a couple times here. Really quiet in that first half. Everything downhill for Bailey, just unable to finish there.
Hayden Say. Entry pass to Walls. Getting big there against Tolstad, but denied once again.
Way to hold your own there, says Coach Lee, saying, hey, job Tolstad.
Broughton working against Strandling, the senior Mr. Basketball finalist to be against the true freshman.
20 of the 30 belong to Walker Broughton in this one. We've seen a little bit of everything from the senior.
Say, open look, everybody on the bench saying no, no, no. Shot clock turned off. Wait to the last shot. The Lions are able to tie it before the break. Down 3, 30-27. Jack Pesa to Say. Hayden Say on the drive. Back out to Pesa. Stays open. 3 is good. The first half has come to a close and we have nobody in the lead. Magic Towing halftime report is next on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemeen, and McBride.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Meet Gary. Gary is an ordinary guy, but right now Gary has car trouble. Gary doesn't know about magic towing. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing. We are here to help 24/7. Magic Towing in Western North Dakota. Don't be like Gary. Remember the name and the number. It's Magic Towing.
It's time for the Magic Towing halftime report. Remember their phone number, 701-509-4011. Whenever you need a tow, there's no job too big or too small for Magic Towing. Mention PSP Network and save $50. Again, that's Magic Towing, 701-509-4011. Well, Bishop Ryan, they allow 40.2 points per game. The Sioux have 30 before halftime, but it still hasn't given them the lead as we stand. It's 30-30. Bryce, let's take a look at those first half numbers.
I'm going to start on the road side with Bishop Ryan, led in scoring by Jack Pesa. He had 9, all by way of the 3-ball in this one. Strandling had 6. He made a couple threes. Jet Lundeen with 8. Ramsey Walls with 7 for a total of 30 for the Lions in the first half. On the other side for the home team, Westhope, 20 big points. He led all scorers. That is Mr. Walker Broughton. He was terrific in the first half. Tolstead with 5. Bailey with 3. Arts with 2 for a first half total of 30 for the Sioux. That gets us to 30-30. Sioux and the Lions tied up at the half.
Walker Broughton had 20 points in the first half. With the amount of confident shots he took in that first half, probably could have had 30 points by the time that half ended. The only problem, though, he's only had 10 points surrounding him today. What kind of needs to change a little bit for the Sioux offense here in the second half?
You kind of saw it in the second quarter, and it's Braden Bailey. Braden Bailey getting in the lane there. He started being a little more aggressive in that second quarter. Going to be huge here in the second half, but you really got to believe Walker going to try and take over in the second half. We've seen the whole arsenal. We've seen him inside. We've seen him outside, kind of taking the Sioux, carrying the Sioux in that first half. See what he can do in the second half of this one.
Well, we usually like to take this time and look at some scores from around the region in the AA side, but nothing yet reported from Division B's District 6 at the moment. Just the games happening tonight. Well, not much in that department either. Surrey's taking on Harvey Wells County. Velva in a non-conference matchup, a cross-divisional matchup against Nedrose. Mohall, Lansford, Sherwood's on the road against District 5's Partial North Shore Plaza, and those are the games tonight. But the only score we have is this one: Westhope-Newburg 30, Bishop Ryan 30. The second half comes your way next on the PSP Network.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day. This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
It is time for the second half on the PSP Network. Bishop Ryan on the road. The number 2 team in the state, one of 3 remaining undefeated teams across North Dakota's Division B. Taking on Westhope-Newburg, the defending state champions. It really doesn't get better than this in Division B basketball.
How about this? The Sioux open up with a little 1-3-1 look, continuing to show some different looks defensively, trying to confuse Bishop Ryan.
First possession for the Lions. There's a bit of a long one here, trying to get that zone moving. Bailey up in the air, that'll help, but Tolstad the block on Hayden Say's mid-range jumper.
Hayden Say's done a really good job in there penetrating, getting in the lane. We talked about the speed, but Tolstad come over with the swat.
Bailey from the corner, 3 ball is no good. Rebound tipped away by Lundeen. Arts was there as well. Possession goes to the Sioux.
I thought maybe that ball belonged to Bishop Ryan off Arts, but they said they had a tip off Lundeen, so the Sioux are going to keep possession.
Could be inbound to Tolstad, finds Bailey, driving in the lane. No look pass to Arts. He gets a paint touch, but has to kick the ball back out. Hunter Tolstad fakes the handoff. Contact. And eventually the charge gets called against Tolstad. Decide for yourself on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
It's a little late call there by the official. He's kind of gathering the information, though. It's going to be an offensive foul. First foul on Tolstad. We talked about the importance of staying out of foul trouble.
Foul called against the Lions there on the rebound. Broughton seemed to have the basketball, at least for a half second. Lundeen came flying in just a little bit late in the officials' eyes.
Yeah, they saw a little push, a little contact on Lundeen. He's saying Broughton kind of flopped there, you know, so 2 competitors.
There's a lot of competitors on the court today. 10 at one time. Walker Broughton, right side of the lane, spins back, shot fake, up again. Walker Broughton with 22 in the ball game.
Kind of like that first half start and go downhill, penetrate, getting in the lane.
Now a foul against Westhope-Newburg. That's against Broughton, going for the steal. Well, that matchup, I think we've talked about it a little bit, but once again. Brody Bosch putting the freshman Isaac Strandling up against Walker Broughton.
Yeah, and it's basically been his task to try and contain, because you ain't going to stop him. Let's just say
No.
You ain't going to stop him. You got to try and contain him as much as you can. Strandling's done a pretty good job here at times tonight, slowing him down at times in the ball game.
Sioux go back to that 2-3 that they started the game in. Jack Pesa, 3 giant threes in that first half for him. Lundeen back out to Hayden Say. Calls it a new play with just 9 on the shot clock. Jet Lundeen, shot fake, drive in, gets the shot past Broughton's block attempt, and we're tied at 32.
First guy into double digits for Bishop Bryan is Jet Lundeen. He's got 10 points in the ball game.
Pass goes behind Broughton. That's because it was kicked. So Westhope will keep the basketball here underneath their own hoop. Good time to remind you that today's game on the PSP Network brought to you by Minot State University, with more than 96% of recent Minot State grads employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. Be seen, be heard, be you at MSU. Broughton on the inbounds play, just can't get the roll. Walls the rebound.
You see the strength of Walker to get that up on the rim. Just a barricade, a wall of Ryan defenders there, but unable to finish.
Isaac Strandling gives the ball back to Pesa. Say out there to catch the pass. He distributed to Jet Lundeen, finds Walls. Again, the shot clock down to single digits. Contact there, loose ball picked up by Westhope-Newburg. Broughton down the middle, pauses, goes again in the air, fouled by Hayden Say. Free throws coming up for Broughton.
Walker Broughton on one end, getting the steal there, really holding his own on that possession defensively against Lundeen. Out in transition, rewarded with a couple free throws from the Serve Pro free throw line.
24/7 emergency service and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro, bringing the Serve Pro free throw line. A miss for the charity stripe for Broughton. The Sioux on an 8-game winning streak following their second loss of the season in Minot to Our Redeemer's Christian School. Take the lead here at 33-32. Obviously, just 44 points in that game for a team that scores 80. It was a defensive highlight reel for the Knights in that game, but things have been fixed recently for Westhope-Newburg as they've scored 70+ in 5 consecutive basketball games.
Yeah, that seems like an eternity ago, that game at the Castle. Our Redeemer shot the ball very well from the perimeter, pulling out the W.
Baseline drive by Say. Knocked out of bounds by Broughton. 33-32 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They know you're busy. That's why when your life is busy, they'll make managing your money easy. Locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Also online at bnc.bank. Say against Beaudry. Back outside, wide open. Jet Lundeen for 3. A miss. Rebound fought 4 and 1 by Walker Broughton.
Hayden Say continues to get in the lane, setting up his teammates for some really good looks.
20 in the first half and still plenty more to come for Walker Broughton.
25 in the ball game.
Strandling on the other side. A 3 is missed. Walls as 2 players fall down. His second chance is no good. Jet Lundeen in there.
Lundeen, both buckets in the second half. He's up to 12. The second chance opportunities there for Bishop Bryan, and they're able to capitalize.
Broughton gets his hands on the basketball. Immediate shot is up and in from beyond the arc. Somebody's got to stop him.
You said it, Owen. Immediate shot. No hesitation. All 8 points in the second half for the Sioux belong to Walker Broughton.
Strandling out to Pesa. Can he hit another one? Straightaway 3. No. Broughton, quick. This is our keys of the game. Hustle back. Get in front. They do. Thanks to Strandling. Tolstead spins in the lane. Walls denies the shot, but foul number 3 is called.
I like that from Tolstead. Go right after him. Getting the spin move in the lane. Walls did a really good job, though. We talked about that second foul. 35.6 seconds in the first quarter. Now we're at the 3:36 mark, excuse me, picking up his third.
First free throw from Hunter Tolstead is no good. Tolstead shoots 59% from the free throw line. Had a double-double in that region championship game in Newtown against these Bishop Ryan Lions a year ago. Before his second free throw, we've got a First International Bank and Trust timeout on the floor. We'll step aside on the PSP Network.
The dictionary defines community as a group of people living in the same place or sharing common goals. Community is the largest part of our name, and we make it the largest part of our business. We support our local schools, organizations, youth programs, and local events from Bowman to Bismarck, because we all share a common goal to better the quality of life in our communities. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your real community bank.
Timeout sponsor on the PSP Network, First International Bank and Trust. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Arizona. Find them online at FIBT.com. I want to thank our Division B sponsors, Swenson RV and Marine, Dakota Square Arco of Why Not. Bringing you the coverage today from Westhope, North Dakota. Tolstead makes the second of two free throws. 5-point lead for Westhope-Newburg at 39-34.
Ryan handled this pressure pretty well in the first half. Owen able to get some easy layups as Lundeen penetrates.
Gives it up to Isaac Strandleen for two. Maybe a bucket there to clear the mind of Strandleen with his defensive assignment.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if the Sioux maybe stick with that full court pressure.
It's going to be a flop warning against Hunter Tolstead, trying to sell the foul there, getting contacted, setting the screen. If you're going to set a screen, just know you're going to get hit.
Yeah, it's something we don't see very often, Owen, in the game, but the flop warning is issued there. They will retain possession.
Shot clock also resets on this.
It does, yeah. Well, it did.
Whether it was supposed, I don't know. That doesn't make much sense. Brought out to Will Arts.
We're going to talk to our good friend Perry Olson, the official. He'll get us the info on that one.
Hawkins' pass deflected by Walls, goes to Strandleen. 2-on-2 fast break. Strandleen keeps it himself through the double team, and one for Isaac Strandleen.
Really good job. Just a full head of steam. I think he kind of almost knew that Bailey was in that restricted area all the way to the bucket. The N1 opportunity. Bishop Ryan just two free throw attempts as Strandleen could attempt the third here for them. Try and tie this ball game up.
2:54 to go in the third quarter. Strandleen, one and only free throw is no good. Broughton another rebound. Stays a 1-point game. Sioux in the lead. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, Tolstead fakes the handoff to Broughton. Offensive foul.
The block charge call, Owen, it's a tough call. Hayden Say giving up his body. The second one he's taken in the ball game there. Probably Coach Anthony Lee wants a little explanation saying, hey, he ain't set on that one is what he's arguing, but.
You couldn't read lips on that camera shot, but you can just about imagine what was being said. Jet Lundeen drive over to Ramsey Walls. Lundeen is there, call it off.
Oh boy.
This is a foul before the putback. Somehow, Walls was fouled on his shot. So Lundeen tipped the ball back in, but Walls was fouled on the miss. So two free throws coming up for Ramsey Walls. Scores 16, grabs 11 rebounds a night. For the 15-0 Bishop Ryan Lions. First free throw is good, 39 all.
It seems, Owen, it's just kind of been a game of runs. There's kind of a 6-8-0 spurt by each team. The other team's been answering.
A miss. So we stay tied. 39-39, 2:30 to go, third quarter on the BNC National Bank scoreboard from Westhope. Broughton out to Dayton Hawkins. Corner three is no good. High bounce off the rim. Rebound to Jet Lundeen. Spinning past Arts, gets to the right hand. Oh, but a miss. That was a pretty looking play from Jet Lundeen.
Yeah, we've said it all night. His ability to get in the lane, just unable to finish. Kind of had a few opportunities like that, Owen, where it seems like they've had a lot of good looks at the rim. That one rolls off, keeping us tied at 39.
Max Sheen checks into the game for Ramsey Walls. Getting a rare breather today against the Westhope-Newburg Sioux. Tolstead looking to drive against Sheen. Foul there on the arm. Some more free throws here for Tolstead. Immediately, Walls right back up to the scorer's table. Got a 5-second break.
Grab a little water, get right back out.
First free throw is good for Hunter Tolstead. 40-39, Sioux in the lead. Again, a win today for Westhope-Newburg could bring us a three-way tie atop the District 6 standings, heading into the final 2-3 weeks of the Division B boys basketball season. Lob to Walls. There's Arts. The safety in him picks off that pass.
Good help side by Arts, intercepting that pass.
Sioux looking for points off the turnover. Hawkins stopped by Say, tries to go again. Pass out to Arts. He'll drive into the lane. Back out to Hawkins. Another drive. Out to Tolstead this time. Now Broughton gets his hands on the basketball. Driving, step back, three, miss, but Strandline contacted him on the way down. Just one of those plays where it's just the rule book.
Kind of almost, there's a little bit of kicking motion with that leg going, but you could argue about him. You know, you got to give him the ability to land. There's some contact on the leg. Big free throws here. Trying to extend this lead for Westhope.
Tell you what, that's the first foul on Isaac Strandline today. It's just another one of those plays. It can't get in his head here. There's still a lot of basketball to play.
Yeah, it's one of those ones you just can't commit the foul. I know he's competing, trying to be up in Walker Broughton's grill, but
2 for 2 is Broughton. Still another free throw to come as he was fouled behind the three-point line. 43-39, Westhope-Newburg in the lead. Minute 19 to go in the third quarter on the PSP Network. Thank you for joining us today. If you like what you're seeing, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free. Follow at Network PSP on Facebook, X, and Instagram so you don't miss an upcoming broadcast. Say to Ramsey Walls at the elbow. Across the court to Isaac Strandline. Back to Lundeen, long three, short. Arts there for the board for Westhope. Final minute of the third. Tiger Lee stuck there in the corner, guarded by Say. Say intercepts the pass that he deflected.
Great defensive sequence by Hayden Say as he's out in transition.
Keeps it all the way until he can't anymore. Finds Strandline. Missed three. Walls tips the rebound to himself in the corner. 3 seconds the difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pesa with the basketball. A quiet 1 second here in Westhope-Newburg. And the crowd across the way raises their volume again.
Yep, that's a moving screen.
Break it down on Ryan Family Dealership's replay.
He's going to stick his hip out there, Owen. You're going to get called for that as this little dribble handoff. Watch the hip. Boom. Not set. Giving possession, perhaps the last shot here of the third quarter to the Sioux.
Sioux do not have a shot clock for the last 22.4 of the third quarter. Playing with a 4-point lead, but they obviously want that margin to increase. Braden Bailey will start the play shortly with 10 seconds. Finds Tolstead. Broughton on the opposite side of the court, comes over to try and get the pass. Bailey keeps it though, underneath the hoop, out to Arts. Had trouble controlling the basketball. At the buzzer, Hawkins off to the right. And a nice defensive stand there to end the third quarter for the Bishop Ryan Lions. Well, We have just 8 minutes to go from Westhope tonight. It's the Sioux in the lead, 43-39. Come back for the fourth quarter on the PSP Network.
I can't believe I wrecked my car. There are some things in life we can't control. But what's important is how we respond. At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts.
Jerome's. An injury can happen anywhere, at any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
A great choice on the bucket hat there, Minot State University. Spotted over in the Westhope-Newburg student section. But we are back to basketball for a very important fourth quarter. Bishop Ryan trying to protect their undefeated mark. Maybe even get to #1 in the media's eyes this week. Westhope-Newburg, on the other hand, looking for that three-way tie in the District 6 standings with just 2 conference games to go. Lions start the fourth with a basketball. Say off a screen from Ramsey Walls, keeps it into the lane, out to Pesa, pass deflected, still gets completed. Pesa in the lane, high in the sky, gets the roll.
Well, Pesa kind of known for the 3 ball. He's already made 3 in this ball game. That time attacking the rim, cutting the lead to 2 for the Sioux.
Walker Broughton has 31 of Westhope-Newburg's 43 and will likely need a few more. Can he get one here in the lane, in and out for Broughton?
Good job by Hayden Say, really holding his own there. Kind of a tough shot, really highly contested.
Lions can tie or take the lead on this possession 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Say spins past Hawkins, finds Lundeen. Westhope-Newburg playing a man down with Broughton on the floor. Lundeen, we're tied at 43.
Lundeen, the leading scorer for Bishop Ryan. He's been terrific. He's got 14 in the contest.
And likely a double-double with the amount of rebounds he's been flying in for. What an effort from Jet Lundeen today. The recent Minot State football commit. Bailey out to Arts. Stops in the paint. Got to get it out. Foul is called against... Bryce, I don't know about this one.
He's got Hayden Say there. Those two are really going after it
just
there.
Jumped in the air.
Hayden Say's competing. Hayden Say, the 5'9" guard.
We've got some future business people out here. They're pretty good at selling. Lob up to Broughton, flips it in.
I don't know how he did it. And the short way I want to say that, Owen, is how did he get that little alone up on the rim and in? Great out-of-bounds play there by the Sioux.
Didn't quite get the Ryan Family Dealerships replay of that one. Watch it, Hayden Say get the ball deflected out of bounds by the Sioux. Possession stays with the Lions, down by 2, 43-45. Lundeen going left. Arts slips past, another deflected pass up to Broughton. Defense flies by again, give him 2 more.
And Broughton and Say are exchanging some words here. As Broughton out in transition off that deflection, the lead grows to 4 for the Sioux.
You questioned it in the pregame show, Bryce. Is this a rivalry game? They haven't been district rivals before. Okay, here goes Broughton again. Full speed ahead. Give him 37.
I don't know how you stop. I think you just got to foul him, Owen, and make him earn it from the free throw line.
Lundeen on the other side, a miss. Give the ball back to 13 and let him go to work. Instead, it's Bailey. Loses the basketball out of bounds.
I think that's a good call by the official. Good hands there. Knocking it off the leg of Bailey. I'm kind of surprised Walker gave that up. I thought maybe we'd have a little heat check moment from downtown or him continuing to go downhill.
First International Bank and Trust timeout called by the Bishop Ryan Lions. They have one remaining for the final 5:19. Come back after this on the PSP Network.
Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
Everybody in this building on the edge of their seat or out of their seat at this point. 5:19 to go, fourth quarter. Top 5 matchup in Division B basketball. Westhope-Newburg the lead, 49-43. Jack Pesa gets past Lessman. Able to recover there. The Lions hold the basketball for a second. Now Pesa to Say. Lundeen, top of the key, 3-ball off. Foul against Walls. He's just trying to get a rebound here.
Yeah, Walls gonna get a Tolstead did a really good job though, boxing out. Walls kind of jumping over the top saying, hey, I'm just taller. I'm trying to tip it out, keep it alive.
That's really kind of what it was, Bryce. At Ryan Dealerships, their commitment and respect for their customers is as strong today as it was 50 years ago. Experience a difference when you visit one of their 5 locations in Minot or Williston. Hawkins, Hartz, Tolstead. Broughton trying to get open here, guarded by Strandling. Hart still with it. Now finds Broughton. He's closer to half court than he is the three-point line. Drive, step back. Has to give it up to Braden Bailey. Slices right through the lane, but a block by Jet Lundeen. Lost it out of bounds.
And they're going to reset the shot clock on there as Lundeen did have possess. Oh, nope, they're going to go back to 2, Owen.
Wow.
I stand corrected, my friend.
2 seconds on the shot clock for Westhope-Newburg. Broughton standing on the top of the key has 37 of Westhope-Newburg's 49 tonight. They get it into him. Double team is there. 3 is well short. And the shot clock didn't start. It's going to be a violation anyway. So a turnover by the Sioux with 4:21 to go. Trayton Lessman checks in for Dayton Hawkins. Westhope-Newburg sets up that full court press. That run of 6 points for Walker Broughton, still the difference right now.
And we've kind of
steal by Bailey. Pesa goes up, but can't touch the basketball. Braden Bailey, one of few buckets today.
I talked about their ability to handle this pressure. Not that time as Bailey comes up with the steal, but another deflection.
Arts tips it to Broughton. 8-point lead halfway through the fourth quarter. 51-30 Westhope-Newburg on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Lessman. Out to Bailey. Stops at the free throw line. Tries going left. Knocked away by Pesa. Tolstead now resets. He's fallen down. Steal by Say. Lions have numbers. Say Euros into the lane. Nice finish. Snapping an 8-0 run.
And the first bucket of the game by Hayden Say. The pretty little Euro step finish.
Watch it again on the Ryan family dealership. Well, yeah, here it is. For 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in western North Dakota. Find them online at driveryan.com. Timeout on the PSP Network. Come back for the last 3:30.
Whether it's getting an education, making priceless memories, learning to play, playing to learn, or simply getting where you need to go, the team at Ackerman Estvold has been behind these projects and countless others, developing critical infrastructure, valuable spaces, and even some good old-fashioned fun. entrusted with the things you know, but delivering more than you may realize. Ackerman Espbold, trusted for decades and decades to come.
Today's game on the PSP Network brought to you by Northern Plains, heating and air for over 25 years. Your trusted for Aero Seal. Stop that ad read for a second. Walker Broughton put up a 3, but a miss. Find them online at northern-plains.com. That's Northern Plains Heating and Air. Just 3 minutes to play from Westhope tonight. 51-45 home team. Lundeen to the right hand.
Lundeen continuing his fantastic night. Again, finishing at the rim. The lead is down to 4.
Arts lost it. Lessman again checks back in. We're already at the point of the game where it's defense and offense substitutions between him and Dayton Hawkins.
You know what really has set up a lot of this Ryan success? Lundeen going downhill. They get that two-man game going. We might have a turnover here, Owen.
It's still being kicked around. Eventually goes to Braden Bailey. Falling down. Bryce, we've seen some fantastic plays today. Watch this one again.
What a finish by Bailey through the contact. The whole Westhope side is on their feet. Just looked like Bishop Ryan maybe had an opportunity to cut it to a 2-point game. It grows to 6.
Free throw is missed by Bailey, unable to convert the 3-point play. Rebound deflected out of bounds by the Sioux. And steal on the inbounds by Lessman. Lundeen didn't even see it coming. Timeout Anthony Lee. He realizes maybe the blood pressure's up for these 17-year-old kids, but we have an exhilarating last 2:25 tonight from Westhope. 6-point lead for the Sioux.
City Home Leisure is excited to introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Westhope-Newburg with the basketball out of the First International Bank and Trust timeout. After Trayton Lessman got that steal of the inbounds. It's something we talked about early in the game. 1 turnover in that press turns into 2, which turns into 4, which unravels even more really fast. Broughton lost the handle of it, threw it off the wall. Turnover back to the Lions.
Yeah, Broughton trying to be aggressive there. The ball kind of slips out of his hands. Looked like he trying to get it to an open 3-point look there, but right back to Bishop Ryan.
Can they break the press after back-to-back turnovers? Lundeen gives it up to Strandley, and they do get across the timeline. Sioux flying over there looking for the trap. They don't get it. Say from the center circle. Gets a screen from Walls. Steps into the lane over the arm of Tolstad, but a miss.
Really good help side defense there on that 2-man ball screen.
Lessman running the floor, slipped through his hands, and landed with it out of bounds.
Walker's kind of sitting over there on the wing saying, I got to probably have the ball on there. We're up 6. We got a minute 40. We got to bleed some of this clock.
He scored all but 14 of their points tonight, Bryce.
Yeah, he's been tremendous. It's been every level. the intensity that he's brought on the defensive end.
Say the missed three, gets his own rebound. Out to Pesa. His step back three's up and no good. Rebound goes to Braden Bailey for Westhope-Newburg. Coach Anthony Lee saying slow down. It's the only time you'll hear him say that.
Coach Bosch is telling his team not to foul. Still a lot of time. I know it's a 6-point lead.
There are 3 fouls against the Lions already in the quarter, so not too far away from putting the Sioux in the bonus. 2-possession game. But the time winding down on the Lions tonight. 60 seconds remain. There's a foul against Pesa. So Westhope-Newburg is in the double bonus for the remainder of the evening.
A little confusion maybe. I don't know if Bosch was telling him, Coach Bosch was telling him the foul early there. It looked like he wanted to play it out, but they're going to play the foul game now, Owen.
Yeah, because the shot clock resets, you almost have to, and Strandline fouls Broughton. That's the second foul against Isaac Strandline tonight. Walker Broughton to the Serve Pro free throw line, just shy of 40 points on the evening. First free throw is missed. Westhope-Newburg is 2-8 in the last 10 meetings with Bishop Ryan. They've won the last one. Haven't won often in history against Bishop Ryan. Looking for back-to-back wins carrying over from last year. Broughton had 42 in that championship game win. You've got the numbers, Bryce. 38?
He's up to 38 on the evening as the lead grows to 7 here for Westhope.
Things getting tough now for Bishop Ryan. Lundeen gets it back to Say. You got to find a quick bucket here. Timeout. That's the last one used by Brody Bosch and the Bishop Ryan Lions. We'll keep it here on the PSP Network. This is a timeout brought to you by First International Bank and Trust, a full-service family-owned independent community bank built on the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, and Arizona. Find them online at FIBT.com. 24 seconds on the shot clock, 46.1 to go in the game. The Lions don't necessarily need a 3 here, they just need points.
Yeah, you probably look for something, maybe that high ball screen from Walls, maybe get Lundeen involved. You know, if he's got it downhill, he's got to look. You take the 2, play the foul game, continue to do that. Maybe kick it out for an open 3, maybe Strandline, maybe Pesa.
0 team fouls here against Westhope-Newburg in the quarter. So definitely not one of those situations where they can just put Bishop Ryan at the free throw line, kind of get these possessions over with quick. They're going to be playing out these last 46 seconds as the Lions are now out of timeouts.
And you got to believe Coach Lee's going to reiterate that, saying, hey, we've got some fouls to give here. If you're getting beat off the dribble, you know, maybe hack them, you know, make them take it again out of bounds instead of giving them a wide open look.
Again, just 24 on the shot clock as we resume this Bishop Ryan possession on offense. Say out to Pesa, straightaway 3, a big shot there. The Lions cannot stop the clock on their own. They need a foul. And they will put Braden Bailey at the Serve Pro free throw line with 32.2 seconds remaining.
15 points in the game for Pesa. None bigger than that 3. Got to see if you can get see if Bailey maybe miss 1 or 2 of these, try and keep you in the ball game here.
For those still new to Division B, it's immediately into the double bonus at 5 team fouls in a quarter, and that's where Westhope-Newburg has gotten to. So 2 free throws guaranteed for Bailey. He misses the first. The lead can only get to 5 here. Still 2 possessions, whichever way. Does make the second, 55-50 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Again, Bishop Ryan's got to work fast. They go to Pesa, the hot hand in the corner. Oh, just missed it. Rebound. Tolstad holding on to it, gets it away. Oh, he threw it to the Lions. Extra life for Bishop Ryan. Walls open there in the corner, ripped away by Lessman. It'll stay with Bishop Ryan, 17.1 seconds to go. The big man there for 3, maybe you give him a shot.
Yeah, he ended up being wide open there in the corner, down 5, but you got to go quick here if you're Bishop Ryan.
He's playing college ball at the D2 level next year for a reason. Lundeen spins into the lane, gets it out to Strandline, 3 ball up and no good. Rebound down to the Sioux with 5 seconds to go. Bailey fouled by Strandling. That's his fourth. And the Westhope-Newburg Sioux fans can finally let out a few deep breaths here.
Gotta like a lot of those looks Bishop Bryant got there. Like I said, it's been Lundin, it's been in penetration in the lane, but Strandling just unable to knock it down. Those guys that were hitting those early threes, Strandling and Pesa.
Bailey back at the Serve Pro free throw line, makes the first. 56-50 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 4.9 seconds remaining. It's not impossible, but it almost is.
Yeah, what a gritty, what a fourth quarter here. Bailey really got going kind of offensively. The N1 opportunity, then getting to the free throw line here.
2 for 2 on that trip to the Serve Pro free throw line for Braden Bailey, last year's state tournament MVP, leading his team to a state championship, their first as a co-op, and hits 2 big free throws there. The lead is 7. Timeout Sioux with 4.9 seconds to go. Coming up next, our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. We'll speak with our Sport Clips MVP of the game, name your Magic City Home Leisure move of the game. And those awards are pretty obvious in my mind at this point.
Yeah, the offensive output by Walker Broughton tonight. I want to talk about the defense too. Nothing easy when he's on you. The deflections, the disruption he can cause. A couple highlight reel plays tonight. We had a throwdown. We had that out of bounds play. I still don't know how he got it on the rim. I'm not going to try and figure it out. What a terrific play. Just relentless all night long here, leading the Sioux to a massive District 6 W.
4.9 seconds left. Bishop Ryan essentially gonna throw it across half court, catch and shoot, live with the result.
It's a good time to work on these things too.
Yeah.
And I know it's, you want to win the ball game, but you're down 7.
Lundin on the run, gives it up to Walls. A bucket there at the end, but it won't be enough. As we've got whistles here. There's got some Westhope-Newburg fans on the court. We've got a foul against Walker Broughton. He hit Ramsey Walls in the head, so a free throw here and 0.3 on the clock. Still really nothing Bishop Ryan could even do with this, because you would have to intentionally miss it, but it's still 5, so this will just be to add to the point total for Ramsey Walls if he can hit this single free throw. He will. 57-53. Sioux just got to get it in bounds. They will, and they pick up the W. Just 2 undefeated teams are left in Division B boys basketball in North Dakota after Bishop Ryan falls today in Westhope. Planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show is next.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. It looks like our Sport Clips MVP is on his way up here. Your final score tonight from Westhope, it's the Sioux 57, Bishop Bryan 53. And, all right, you get to see him here. All right, talking now with our Sport Clips MVP of the game, Walker Broughton. Well, that was a fun one.
Yeah, that was awesome. Great atmosphere here.
Yeah, let's start off with that here. Obviously, we've heard all the stories about what it's like to come to a game up here in Westhope. Exceeded our expectations. What's it like playing in a game in this gym?
You know, it's an amazing, our fans are so good. They come out and support us in every sport we play. You know, it's so great to see, and it's fun.
It took a lot of things tonight. What was the most important for you guys to come out with a win today?
You know, defensively, we were pretty sloppy on offense, but you know, we have things to fix, and there's always things we can fix. But defensively, we played pretty well, and we did a good job on Ramsey. There's a few things we can fix against him, but otherwise, it was good for us.
Walker just talked about it. That was my questions leading into it. Limiting Wall's touches, limiting his opportunities. He just had 3 points in the second half, 11 for the ball game. Talk about your ability to switch up your defenses. You did it a number of times tonight, causing some success, especially with the press at the end.
You know, we just try and make them to speed dribble up on the press. You know, we get them uncomfortable in the offense. You know, they're a team that wants to slow down the basketball and keep the games as low scoring as possible, and we're the complete opposite. So we just keep playing our way, and we got to pressure them as much as possible, and we'll keep doing what we're doing.
Well, like we said last year, and like we figured out last year, it might not be the last time you guys take on Bishop Bryan. Congratulations on the win today. Good job.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll come back with the rest of our post-game show next on the PSP Network.
Today, we deliver more wonderful birthdays at Trinity Health Family Birth Center. We offer all new private, family-centered suites. Our maternity team provides more personalized support, advanced care, and the reassurances of a NICU and a neonatologist on staff. Take a virtual tour at trinityhealth.org/Family Birth Center. Trinity Health, making more possible.
And we're right back in Westhope for our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Order online from shotscrossroads.com. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome. I think you're seeing Walker Broughton signing autographs after a 57-53 win. Obviously, he's one of the big names and stat lines of today's game. Let's take a look at those individual scoring numbers, Bryce.
I'm going to start on Bishop Ryan's side. Led in scoring by number 31, Jet Lundeen. 16 points on the evening. Tremendous effort from him. Jack Pesa added 14. His ability to shoot the three ball was on full display in this one. Hayden Say with 2, Strandling with 10, Ramsey Walls with 11 for a total of 53 on the Bishop Ryan side. The Westhope side, we talked about him. Sport Clips MVP, Walker Broughton, 38 big ones on the evening. Took the team on his back. What a tremendous effort from him tonight. 2 points from Arts, 10 from Braden Bailey, including 7 of those in the fourth quarter. Tolstead finished with 7 for a total of 57 for the Sioux, which gets us to our final tonight from Westhope. The Sioux 57, the Lions 53.
I just want to take another opportunity to talk about what we just saw right there. I mean, I say it all the time. Class B basketball, it's the epitome of basketball in North Dakota. Say what you will about the Minotts and the Mandans and the Bismarcks. You have a kid in a town of way less than 1,000 taking time after a big win like this, signing autographs of pictures of himself that can get to a lot of high school kids' head, but it doesn't seem that happens to Walker Broughton.
And what's the first thing he talks about when we're interviewing him? He's talking about defense. He's talking about the effort of his team, bringing it defensively, making some adjustments, team defense. It's just the whole arsenal. You kind of want to look at him and ask him and be like, do you really want to go play safety? Do you see what you do on the basketball court? Like, oh my goodness. But I'm super excited to see him at NDSU and do that, but just kind of makes you wonder, say, hey, what about hoops? Look what you can do on the basketball court. But this Sioux crowd is excited, as they should be. They were loud. They were in it all night. They're staying after to congratulate their team as well.
Yeah, we said the same thing about Dang Dang, the Mr. Basketball winner last year. He's playing football. These are some multi-sport athletes, great multi-sport athletes across the state. Well, talking about this game a little bit more about what happened, let's hand out some of our awards here. And our last one we need to give away is our Magic City Home Leisure Move of the Game. Their spa and home enthusiasts at Magic City Home Leisure, 5 out of 5-star Google rating with over 200 customer testimonials. Move of the game, no brainer in my mind, the bucket by Braden Bailey.
Yeah, that bucket, that N1 through the contact by Bailey. Somebody else getting going offensively in the game a little bit. He was able to get to the free throw line and penetrate a few times and finish. None bigger by him than that N1. Kind of a little bit of breathing room for the Sioux there in this highly contested ball game.
Braden Bailey takes home your Magic City Home Leisure Move of the Game. Walker Broughton, your Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips is the home to the MVP haircut experience. Check it online with the hairstylist today at sportclips.com or on the app. Well, where do we go from here in District 6? We now have 3 teams tied at 7-1. Our Redeemers has beaten Westhope. They've lost to Ryan. Obviously, Westhope has lost to our Redeemers, beaten Ryan. Ryan's beaten our Redeemers, lost to Westhope. It's a 3-way tie right now atop the District 6 standings with 2 conference games to go before turning time. Who's coming out number 1?
I don't have an answer. I'm sorry. I'm taking the easy way out. I'm not naming a team. I was so impressed with Westhope's ability to switch up the defense, really limit. I said it to Walker, limiting the touches of Ramsey. Not only the shots, Owen, but the touches down there in the paint. They did a terrific job of that. Ability to hit some outside shots, plus 15 from the serve pro free throw line, plus 10 in makes for the ball game were the Sioux.
Well, the upcoming schedule, at least for these 2 teams, Westhope-Newburg in conference play. They go on the road to Surrey next week and Glenburn the week following. They'll be on the PSP Network one more time in the regular season when they are in Garrison on February the 20th. For Bishop Ryan, they have a tough test against a Division A team that beat them in the regular season a year ago, Dickinson Trinity. Maybe a team that enters the top 5 this week after their recent results. But then, of course, the big game still to come for the Lions at home against MLS, a team very similar to Westhope-Newburg. It's all about scoring points. Can they stop the Mavericks to try and hold on to what tied share of first place they have? Because the Mavericks are one of those teams that maybe sneak up behind you.
They know things ain't getting any easier in District 6, that is. Still have to play MLS. That's going to be a fun game, but Coach Bosch, he's going to do one thing. He's going to go back to the drawing board. He learned a lot about his team tonight. They had a lot of open looks. I really liked a lot of things they were doing offensively. Basically kind of taking turns. Say, hey, Lundeen, you get in the lane. You run the 2-man game with Walls. Have Hayden Say do it at times. I was impressed with Strandling. He got into double figures. He's continuing to grow. He had most of the duties of guarding Walker Broughton. The Lions, like I said, I know they were on the wrong end of it and defeated tonight by the Sioux, but they will go back to the drawing board. They will be ready for another matchup with the Sioux.
Yeah, well, we say it all regular season long. This is not the last time these teams are going to play each other. You got to beat them in a few more important games throughout the year, and you can catch those games on PSP Network Plus. Find out how you can purchase that online at www.psp.network. You won't find these postseason tournaments on YouTube, and you also won't find them anywhere else but PSP Network Plus, the exclusive home of the WDA hockey and basketball tournaments. All kinds of boys basketball region tournaments from regions 3 and 4, divisions A and B, the girls A region 3, the girls B district 6, all 10 tournaments available for $54.99 on PSP Network Plus, and that's only until the games begin next Thursday. You're going to want that premier pass. There's a lot of great basketball to see for the next month and a half.
Oh, and I'm doing one thing. I'm going home. I'm getting to bed. I know what we got ahead of us. I am resting this weekend. I'm watching some college hoops. I'm going to veg out. I ain't moving. I got to be ready to go next week. I know you're going to be ready to go. Tourney time is upon us, my friend.
Well, most of the time when we finish these post-game shows and we get out of this place, we're the last to leave the town, but that might not be the case today in Westhope. That does it for our planning team financial advisors, Shots Crossroads post-game show. For our great crew putting on today's show, my color commentator Bryce Gutnick, I'm Owen Patterson, repeating your final score for the final time. Westhope-Newburg 57, Bishop Ryan 53. Next week we've got postseason basketball starting on Thursday from the Minot Auditorium, Division B Girls District 6 tournament. Hopefully you join us then, but until then, have a good night, everybody.
Stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finland Civic. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. PSP Network. It's game day.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.